In the words of Robin Sharma, change is hardest at the beginning, messiest in the middle, and best at the end. Picture this: Julian Mantle, a high-profile lawyer, a man who had it all: wealth, fame, and the respect of his peers. A man who, in the eyes of the world, was the epitome of success. Yet, this same man collapses from a heart attack in the middle of a packed courtroom. This near-death experience forces him to confront the reality of his existence. It was a wake-up call, a revelation that the life he'd been leading was far from the fulfilling existence he yearned for. In the aftermath of this life-altering event, Julian makes a radical decision. He decides to step away from his high-powered life, sells off his material possessions, including his prized Ferrari, and embarks on an extraordinary journey. Julian turns his back on the familiar, the comfortable, and steps into the unknown, seeking a deeper understanding of life and his place in it. His quest for wisdom takes him to the mystical heights of the Himalayas, a place far removed from the fast-paced, relentless rhythm of his former life. Here, he seeks out the monks, those wise individuals who have dedicated their lives to the pursuit of enlightenment and inner peace. He goes to these sages not as the accomplished lawyer he once was, but as a humble student, eager to learn and ready to transform his life. This is not a tale of escapism, but one of discovery. Julian doesn't abandon his life. He seeks to enrich it. His journey, as we'll see, is a transformative one. It's about learning to live with intention, finding balance, and achieving a state of mindfulness. It's about understanding that true success is not measured by material wealth, but by inner peace and happiness. Julian Mantle's journey was only beginning, and the lessons he would learn would change his life forever. As Julian journeyed into the heart of the Himalayas, he discovered a world far removed from the one he had left behind. He found himself in the presence of monks, ancient wisdom-bearers, who would teach him lessons that would reshape his understanding of life. Their teachings were not just of the mind, but of the heart and spirit, and they were rooted in 7 virtues of enlightened learning. The first virtue, master your mind, urged Julian to become the architect of his own thoughts, to cultivate positivity and eradicate negativity. It was about harnessing the power of the mind to shape one's reality. The second virtue, follow your purpose, was a clarion call to Julian and to all of us to live a life of intention, to align our actions with our deepest values and aspirations. It was a lesson in living authentically. Thirdly, practice Kaizen, a Japanese term meaning continuous improvement. This virtue emphasized the importance of constant growth and learning, of striving to be better each day in every aspect of our lives. The fourth virtue, live with discipline, taught Julian the significance of self-control. It was about making conscious choices and not allowing external circumstances to dictate our actions. The fifth virtue, respect your time, was a reminder that time is our most precious resource. It taught Julian the importance of living each moment fully and mindfully. The sixth virtue, selflessly serve others, was a lesson in kindness and compassion. It was about the joy and fulfillment that comes from helping others, from making a difference in the world. Lastly, the seventh virtue, embrace the present, was a call to live in the here and now, to cherish each moment, and not to be bound by the past or anxious about the future. These teachings would become the foundation for Julian's new way of life, guiding him towards inner peace and fulfillment. With his time in the Himalayas complete, Julian returned home, eager to share the wisdom he had gained. As he stepped back into the world he'd left behind, the contrast was stark. The man who had once been consumed by his ambitions, by the relentless pursuit of success, was now imbued with peace and tranquility. He had become a vessel of wisdom, carrying within him the teachings of the monks from the snowy peaks of the Himalayas. Julian was no longer the same person. The transformation was profound. His eyes, once clouded by stress and anxiety, now held a calm and serene glow. His words, previously sharp and hurried, were now thoughtful and measured, imbued with the wisdom of ancient teachings. The man who had once been a high-powered lawyer, entangled in the materialistic world, was now a monk in spirit, living with intention and mindfulness. He began to share this wisdom, not as a preacher from a pulpit, but as a friend, sharing a valuable secret. He spoke of the power of the mind, the importance of living in the present, and the value of purpose and passion over material wealth. He emphasized the significance of balance, of nurturing the mind and body, and of cultivating inner peace. As he shared his journey and the wisdom he had gained, people began to listen. They saw in Julian's transformation the possibility of their own. The spark of curiosity ignited within them. They began to question their own lives, their own priorities. They began to seek their own path of self-discovery and personal growth. Inspired by Julian, they embarked on their own journeys. Some found solace in meditation, others in nature. Some discovered their passions, others their purpose. All of them, however, found a piece of themselves they didn't know existed. They found the strength to change, to grow, to transform. Julian had become a beacon of inspiration, proving that change is possible when we embrace the journey within. His transformation served as a testament to the power of self-discovery, the potency of wisdom, and the limitless potential of the human spirit. Julian Mantle's journey is not just a tale of transformation, but a call to action for us all. This story, so eloquently penned by Robin Sharma, is an invitation to examine our lives, to delve into our priorities, habits and values, to question if they truly align with our deepest desires and aspirations. Each chapter of The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari is steeped in wisdom, offering insights that can help guide us on our own paths of self-discovery. The teachings remind us of the importance of living with intention, of cultivating mindfulness and balance, and of nurturing our bodies and minds just as we would a cherished garden. But how do we apply these lessons to our daily lives? It starts with an honest self-evaluation. Are we living in alignment with our values, or are we simply going through the motions? Are we nurturing our minds with positive thoughts and our bodies with healthy habits? Are we taking time each day to simply be, to breathe, to appreciate the world around us? Next, it's about taking small, consistent steps towards change. Perhaps it's setting aside 10 minutes each day for meditation, or making a commitment to read a chapter of an enlightening book each week. Maybe it's choosing to disconnect from technology for an hour each day, or deciding to express gratitude for 3 things every morning. These small actions, when repeated consistently, can lead to profound changes. And finally, it's about maintaining a growth mindset, understanding that this journey of self-improvement is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be hurdles and setbacks, but each one is simply an opportunity for growth and learning. As Robin Sharma reminds us, the purpose of life is a life of purpose. So embark on your journey of self-discovery today. Don't be afraid to question, to learn, to grow. Your Ferrari may be waiting around the next bend. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more inspiration and guidance on your journey.